Hello everyone. So today I'll be telling you something very unique thing, like how will the chemical formula undergo changes due to research on microvita. Once scientists work on, uh, in fact, the work is still going on microvita. Once this research work will be completed and people will be aware of microvita, there will be changes in chemical formula of various things. So as a result of intensive research on microvita, there will be many significant changes in the chemical formula of various subjects. During scientific experiment in chemical laboratories, you have surely noticed that the results of chemical reactions are not always the same in spite of temperature, atmospheric pressure, and atmospheric conditions remaining the same. So, this is due to the difference in number and denominations of the microvita present in the samples. Suppose there are two samples of calcium phosphate. The chemical formula is Ca3PO4 2. Chemically, both the samples contain the same amount of oxygen, yet the number of microvita present in oxygen of sample A may be 10 million more than that of sample B. So, obviously, in chemical reactions, the results will vary. So, whatever may be the external chemical structure, the internal structure will be greatly changed due to an increase or decrease in the number of microvita. A little intensive research will make the situation clear. For instance, take the case of calcium sulfate. Suppose there are two samples of calcium sulfate. The formula in both cases are same, that is CaSO4. Suppose sample A has 20 million more microvita than sample B. In that case, the new formula for sample A will be written as CaSO4 and group A MV 20 million means microvita. MV over here means microvita. So in the changed circumstances, the size of chemical formula will be bigger than what it is at present, and accordingly they will give much more information. So in case of sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 is the chemical formula, and sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, the chemical formula for sodium bicarbonate is NaHCO3. So this is more applicable. Any change in the external structure will automatically introduce qualitative changes in the objects. For example, when hydrogen monoxide means H2O is changed into hydrogen peroxide H2O2, there is change in the external structure and a corresponding qualitative change. Now, the next question is that will microvital research affect the commercial transaction of this earth? If so, why so? And if not, why not? So, over here, Baba says that intensive research in microvita will surely bring about radical changes in the uh, realm of commercial transactions. Suppose a certain country is making a huge profit by selling sodium nitrite. Now, if the denominations and the number of microvita present in oxygen of the sodium nitrite is decreased or increased in the sodium nitrite factory of another country, then the buyers may not like to buy sodium nitrite supplied by the former country. Naturally, there will be a change in the pattern of international commercial transactions as a result of production of commodities with the increase or decrease in number of microvita. Again, let's take an example of jute. In such a case, the quality of jute in the different districts of like Bengal varies. Along the jute seeds are the same everywhere. So in Bengal, all are aware of the fact that there is a clear difference in the quality of jute in the districts of Mymensingh and Jalpaiguri and Murshidabad. The case is the same in this case also, like the varying number of microvita. We can take another case. Let's take the case of potato. Even after the use of the same chemical fertilizer, the rate of production and the taste of potatoes in all cases are not uniform. Perhaps many persons are not aware of the cause of the difference in the ratio of production and taste of potatoes from one place to another. The cause lies in number of denominations of microvita. The difference in number of microvita in oxygen accounts for this difference. So, Baba said that by bringing changes in a physical structure of objects with the application of microvita, necessary elements can be created. In the same manner, petroleum can be artificially synthesized with the help of microvita. This sort of change takes place with the change in the internal structure of objects. So, there is greater scope for change in metals than non-metals. So new varieties of explosives will be created in the future. So in fact, there will be radical changes in the field of pyrotechnology. So next, Baba explains how will the theory of microvita affect pharmacochemistry and biotechnology. So he says that there will be revolutionary changes in the fields of pharmacochemistry and biotechnology. A particular object has its particular medicinal value. For example, let's take the case of copper sulfate. It contains copper, sulfur, and oxygen. Any variation in atomic proportions brings changes in the quality and effectiveness of medicine. Changes in the number of microvita bring qualitative change. Intensive pharmacochemistry research will reveal the amount of microvita required to produce particular kinds of medical effects, and accordingly, scientists will be able to evolve accurate and effective formula for various medicines. Naturally, the old and outdated formula will be discarded, so hence pharmacochemistry is sure to be affected. And it is often found that the same medicine produced by different companies has varying effectiveness. The medicine produced by one company is found to be more effective than one produced by another company. So here also variations in the number of classification of microvita account for such differences. Similarly, microvita theory will also influence pyrotechnology. It is noticeable that firecrackers manufactured by one company produce more or less sound than those of another company. The greater the greater the internal movement, the higher the frequency, and as a result, the explosive potential is intensified, producing greater sound. The mobility of microvita influences the internal movement, so consequently, there will be great changes in the control and production of highly powerful bombs. And as this is concerned with speed, so the very nature and mode of the speed of rocket will be affected. Now the next question arises, how does the theory of microvita affect biochemistry? So Baba explains that the internal protoplasmic formula will change. Nuclei can also be affected by microvita, and protoplasm will be affected by bringing changes in the nucleus with the help of microvita. And the displacement of the nucleus can be brought about with the help of microvita, which will bring qualitative change in the internal structure. Internally, the hormones will be affected, and thus externally, the corporeal structure will also be affected. The longevity of all forms of protoplasm is 21 days. Changes will also occur in this regard, and a change in the very appearance of human beings is also sure to come. So Baba says that as a result of the intertransmutation of microvita, positive and negative, can a mango be changed into an egg? So yes, Baba says yes. If change is brought in the nuclear mass of the protoplasmic cell of a mango by properly harnessing the quantitative value of its microvita, this change can be brought into effect. So next question is like, can a caterpillar be converted into casein under normal temperature if the theory of microvita is properly explored? Baba says that it can be done as per the process stated above by changing the pressure. In that case, there can be a change in the atmospheric pressure without changing the temperature. So there will be a change in calorie, but that does not mean that there will be a change in the temperature. So this discourse on microvita was given by Shri Shri Anand Murthy ji on 18th September 1987 in Kolkata. Thank you.